Before we start, I request you all to put the mobiles on the silent mode and let us tune ourselves to listen to the eminent scholars here. We are gathered here for the National Seminar on Arts and Architecture conducted both by the Kupaswamy Shastri Research Institute and the Sanskrit Academy in collaboration with Sanskrit Academy here on 2 days, both today and tomorrow. So let us start the program with an inauguration, with a prayer by Ms. Lavanya Ishwar. Saraswati Namostute Sharade Vidya Prade Saraswati Namostute Sharade Vidya Prade Karadrita Veena Pustaka Karadrita Veena Pustaka Krita Karadrita Veena Pustaka Varamani Malalankrita Saraswati Namostute Sharade Vidya Prade Narahari Sutta Vidilalita Navamani Yuta Kambugale Narahari Sutta Vidilalita Navamani Yuta Kambugale Surasevita Padayugale Surasevita Padayugale Surasevita Padayugale Sudakara Samadavale Surasevita Padayugale Sudakara Samadavale Saraswati Namostute Sharade Vidya Prade Saraswati Namostute Thank you, Lavanya, for the wonderful rendering. Now, I request our President, respected Dr. R.K. Raghavan sir, to offer the welcome address.
Manyaha Shilpakala Ratnam Sri Satyamurti Mahodyaha Atra Upastita Pandiraha Chatraha Sanskara Bandhu Bandava Asmin Subhavasare Kupaswamy Shastri Sambodhan Sandityaha Pancha Saptahi Varshika Mahotsave Yushbambyam Sarvadyoyaha Sampurnam Sanjati Bandavam Swagatam Nivedyami Adya Vayam Kalavastu Sangostyartam Atra Samayadaha. Respected Dr. Satyamurti, dear friends and scholars, I am happy that we are gathered here to participate in the National Seminar on Arts and Architecture being organized in connection with the 75th anniversary celebrations of the Institute. The Institute has been organizing national and international seminars and conferences to promote and propagate Sanskritic and Indological research and preserve the true sense of perpetuity. Seminars and workshops in different topics of sciences, arts and architecture, religion, literature and other subjects have been organized in the past on various occasions. The year-long celebrations of the 75th anniversary will be devoted to many publications, seminars and workshops. 14 books and various topics have already been released at the inaugural function held on 24th May 2023. We are in the process of bringing out some more books during the year. Today, we have gathered here for the inauguration of the National Seminar on Arts and Architecture. An eminent savant, Shilpakala Ratnam Dr. Satyamurthy, former superintending archaeologist, KSRI, is amidst us to inaugurate the seminar. We are indeed fortunate to have such a scholar in our midst. He is the son of a freedom fighter, and hence the spirit of Bharatiyar runs in his blood. He has done Adhyana in the Ajurveda in a traditional way. His expertise in the field of temple architecture, agamas, epigraphy, Sanskrit and Tamil languages has made him an authority on these subjects. He is renowned for the excavations of the megalithic sites in Mangadu in Kollam district, Adichanallur, Thuthukudi district, and Salvanakuppam near Mamallapuram. He has authored many books, including The Architecture of Nataraja Temple at Chidambaram, his place of birth. He is much sought after by many institutions in India and abroad, state and central governments. Recognizing his scholarship and services in the field of art, the Madras Samskrita Academy has conferred upon him the title Shilpakala Ratnam in 2019. We are very fortunate indeed and happy to have him amidst our today on honors today. On behalf of the Institute, I welcome you, sir, wholeheartedly. I hope this seminar will throw light on unexplored facts in the field of arts and architecture. Once again, I offer a warm welcome to all of you on behalf of the Kuppasamy Sastry Research Institute. I also welcome all the session heads, paper presenters, scholars, students, and Sanskrit lovers assembled here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now request our president to honor Shilpakala Ratnam, Dr. T. Satyamurthy, with a memento. Thank you, sir. Kalanam grahanadeva saubhagyam upajayate deshakalau tvapekshasam prayogaha sambhaven nava. A person's good fortune arises from the proper cultivation of the arts, says the Subhashita. However, he must always bear in mind the fitness of time and place before he puts them to practice. And one such art eminent person is here with us to inaugurate this session of this seminar, the first seminar in the series of the year-long celebrations of the 75th year of the Kuppasamy Sastry Research Institute. May I now request Shilpakala Ratnam, Dr. T. Satyamurthy, sir, to deliver the inaugural address.
Namasabhabhyas sabhabadibhyas Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Of course, it is a very, very happy occasion for me, even though I'm not that much well to express my feeling. My association with this institute is more than 50 years, I may say. Because in 1970, when Vepati Subramanian Sastri was short term here, he taught us Vedanta. He called us from Chidambaram. He made us to stay in his house and taught us Vedanta for short time. But he also left, then I also left for archaeology. So my soul is always surrounding in this venue only. I'm very happy to be here because that is some things which I can tell you, that is which, of course, may not be new to you, but maybe some parallel lines you can draw. Now, there are so many persons, great scholars, of course, Anusundaram is there, of course, great scholars are all sitting as a back row, and all the people are there. But anyways, I will express my thing. What I felt as an archaeologist purely may not be from Agama text, because Agama texts are there, but archaeology provides other informations or values or materials for Agamas. If you want to interpret Agama also, you have to see this and interpret this is according to this Agama. But anyway, that is not the issue of this conference. Now we are going to see only what is art and architecture. Art and architecture itself is a great subject. It cannot be divided because both of them are put together with great volumes. Because there cannot be art without architecture, and there cannot be architecture without art. This is the main point, of course, taught to us by Murthy and KSRI and others. Of course, you will go deep into the subject. If he talks about any art objects, sometimes those days there will be slides. The slide will melt in the heat, but he will be talking about the art. That was their dedication to art. But anyway, just can I see the screen from here? Art. Interpretations without Mahapadeva is here in the song. Of course, many historians learned only from him. Earlier to him, people are interpreting only these British interpretations of the art objects. How the how art objects and architecture could be interpreted. That is his view, and also generally will teach whoever is going there as an archaeologist or art historians or even historians. You see a thing, don't miss this principles behind it. Don't think it is only a mythological story. It has got some. Also, this hall is dedicated to him. So, we cannot read or say anything, interpret anything about his blessings or his views. Next. These are all some slokas. This generally he used to say whenever he start the lecture, say with Kalidasa. Kalidasa is not only a poet, he himself is an artist. There cannot be a poem without an art. Next one. You can see na tatjnanam, na silpam, na sa vidya, na sa kala. Jayate yanna kavyamangamaho, bhuma mahakavehe. Both are same. Poetry is as much as good. That is, similarly art is also there. Each and every part of the art is something which is reflexive. As the word in the poetry is telling something. Agartha viva sampartha means how you interpret each and like this. This is also immediately that is you got to think about that is any art object will have reflect something that is on this something behind it. Maybe you may call Vyangyartha, whatever you say. But it is a great thing which you have to interpret. They give this provision for interpretation. We'll come to that later. Next one. Next one. The art of this portrayed the simple words but suggestive of deep meaning is that of poets' great contributions to literature. It draws the attentions of even ordinary layman to bestow his attention. That is, of course, even now we see some even cinema songs are there, they say they are attracted. This is the poem. It was a sense of involvement and provided this mental relaxation. That is the poetry which is doing. Next one. Next one. Art and architecture are inseparable and must complement each other. Structural design provides space for art, embraces architecture. In fine, it is architects, art, and artist. Architecture, both are mutual. If there is no art, you cannot enjoy the architecture. As the architecture grows, art also grown. But if architecture was not there, we will not have space for displaying the art. So they are going together. That is the very important aspect as far as Indian art is concerned, especially in South Indian art is concerned. Next one. Of course, these are all some of the things which these architects had qualifications, not so many sciences, engineering skill, mathematical accuracy, econometry, geologist, and biological sciences, astronomy, geography. With all this background only, that is, he could make a temple or he could make an art object, he could make any structure. Next one. Next one. So some of the things, we have said the names, I don't go detail into it. Next one. We'll take some other occasion to see the duties. Next one. Of course, now the criticism was in the beginning when Mahaprabhu was there. They used to say the builders of these art objects, including great structures, were real feudals who gained ego out of their creations without any devotion to it, devotion to art. This was the criticism by many Westerners. Such creations can only be considered as self-proclaimed destinations to subdue his own subjects. The parasites engraved show his power over the small space and titles like his Tirubhuvan Veera Chakravarti and prove his real intention to hidden agenda. Of course, the art was interpreted, even art was interpreted in a different way. They wanted to just restore their that is art. That is they simply there is which is only there. Next one. Next. The titles and patterns and Atyambakamaka, Agamapriyaga, Agamanushi, Achara Pravandaga, so many Ishvara Bhaktaga, Sangara Bhaktaga, Srimati Vallabhaga, Kala Samuddhaga, so many titles to show this. They are not merely, they wanted to just show their egoism, but they are subdued. Okay, next one. But Raja Chola himself said, Sivapada Sekaran and Tirmarikanda Choran, more than status of this descendants, the same thing. So they were all, rather surrendered themselves to art and architecture. Next one. Next one. Next one. You go to this Parakesari is Parakarana Pandian, Tangasi. This very important event took place. There this Vishwanath temple was created or constructed by him. He himself says in the inscription that the Vishwanatha in my dream came and asked, that is, I am bereft of my temple since that is Malachas have, that is taken away, they have fallen away my temple. So you please construct a temple for me. This inscription is there. So on that basis, 1452, he constructs a temple. He declares that they started the construction of the temple to accommodate Vishwanath of Varanasi as he became bereft of a dwelling place there. That is an inscription. He pledges that the holy feet of personalities who helped him to do this, to complete this endeavor, will be placed over his head. That was his simplicity and humble nature. So the kings were never, that is, egoistic, but they wanted the art and architecture to grow because it not only gave, that is, the process for, that is, accommodating the religious efforts, but also it gave, that is, what we call it, employment opportunities. Next one. So it's Martanda Verma of 750. He says, got the title Padmanabha Sabha, Padmanabha Dasa, and his descendants strictly adhered to it. He surrendered the entire, this, that is, what you call the kingdoms to him, to Padmanabha in Trivandrum. Next one. Next one. Westerners simply say the Silpa text is restrained the other criticism by them. It restricts them, the Silpa text say you should have only so much of length of the hand, so much of the like this. He has little option to exhibit his proficiency. It lacks innovations and may be stereotyped. Monotonous for all lookers. Routine executions than application of skill. So without any applications and the basis of the Silpa text, they simply do something. How you can appreciate it? Can innovation play a vital role in this? Next one. Of course, images under worship, there are two things. Images under worship, including stone, metal, or all according to Talamana. Strictly follow according to Silpa text. Of course, you see the main shrine or the main, it will be having strictly following Talamana they would have made. Sculptures as decorative and embellishments. Other sculptures outside were all decorative and embellishments as per the requirement in Shastras. More than that, narratives are there of Puranic themes. Freedom for making it more picturesque. There he has got a freedom. You can see in some of the sculptures how he surpassed the Silpa text or not even the Purana could have told something. But he has rather evaluated and he has gone further to make the people to understand more about it. And this is the Radharajeshwara of course to show how he was so affectionately attached to it of UNESCO. So Nadara Adavalla, this is also his own favorite Nadaraja, of course. Of course, these are some of the agamas which are strictly other agamas which are followed in Tamil Nadu. Next one, you will see later. As for Silpa text, Nagara forms, we will come to the forms. Nagara plan, circle and octagon. These are the three forms. So that is only on seeing the sikara we can name it, because not all the entire structure. Sikara is the sika, means the face. The face shows your personality. Face itself, what is the shape? According to that, to classify. So above also came into use later. Next one. But anyway, coming for a layman, to see all these things, you may be a little perplexed. See, there are two types. One is a southern order, another is northern order. Southern orders will have in planned and elevations a rectangular division. You are seeing on the right hand side, that is where the models are there. Right hand side division is made, that is only rectangular, 1, 2 and 3rd also, and then they vary square. You can see that is, it is on vertical divisions. This Ratha type we call it. These are the vertical type, the simple type to make you to understand. This is another order, mostly prevalent in North India, but copied in Karnataka and some parts of course, your other Odisha, and it came to Tamil Nadu also later period. Next one. This is, you can see. Patadaka, you can see both the model. That was the very Virupaksha temple. He just spent so much of time, Sandara type. Beautifully he has erected the Vimana. But to make it a thing, different one. He has shown these, another one also, Chalukyas. He has shown this vertical divisions. Next one. These are the two divisions for simple reading of the architecture. The art of South India is dominated by art, reading, and architectural forms. The Sangamaya literature speaks about many forms of temples and places, and prevalence of sculpture, paintings, and a rich variety of performing arts like music and dance, the inspirations behind the plastic arts. Of course, there are some people who criticize there was no temple, no worship in the Sangam period, but there are many references. Of course, you can discover some Sangamaya temples also, but if they refuse to accept it, that is different. But there were temples in Sangamaya. Next one. Next one. Of course, it's the emergence of Bhakti cult and the Brahminical creeds, particularly the Saivis like the Pasupatas, the Kulisas, and this Kalamakas. Great saints like Sankara, the Yelis, Nayanas, and the Sambandar and Appar. A strong reaction to the Orthodox system. Of course, equally, Vaishnava, others are also done. All influence from where are interwoven with the Bhakti Hitran. Both are coming together. You can in the slides. Next one. Really, Chalukya Mata bees, Sabadami, Aihole, and of course, as chief centers. Pallavas, of course, Pandyas, southern part of Tamil Nadu. But so many other kings also, Alupas, Ais, Kadambas, Banasi, all did their own way. Of course, there will be some minor deviations, but the thing which I told you, that is either circular or even this division of his temple on horizontal way or vertical way will stand. And to know the evolution of the temple, how it looked during the Sangam, we got very few references to conjecture with, because the problem is only in what you call it, in brick. So that is the reason that is it is not we are not finding much references. I will discover some temples which were constructed earlier also. But this is only the Buddhist side, Vihara. But you can see the length of the wall. And the wall is also the central, that is, a circular pit. Of course, this served as this model for developing their superstructure. The superstructure should be strong. So that is the reason why adopted this. Next one. You can see this is the Kaveri pool, but that you are seeing Buddha Vihara outside Pallavaneshwaram. Closer view of the brick masonry. You can see it is about 9 feet to 9.5 feet width. That is, this is the strength of the wall. And size of the bricks are Sangamaya size. So many, there are prescriptions for Sangamaya size bricks that they are coinciding. Next you are seeing, next. This is the, wherever they wanted to construct a superstructure or even add it, they added this wall and also left the central part as a, that is a vacuum place, or what you call it is filled up place. This is a very important aspect as far as architecture of Tamil Nadu is concerned. Next one. Next one. You see, this is a conjectural view, how the central wall, astral wall, and brick wall went up to that, and side walls also went up to that. Of course, this is a conjectural view done by the excavator K.V. Raman. So that is that forms the base for any other temples which we excavated and which we are having from 600 to even now, up to date we can say, that is we are having. This is a very important aspect. We can say it is the evolution, it shows the evolution. Next one. This is another temple complex or Kaveri. Here also you can see the same, that is Buddhist temple or whatever it may be, central part will be, that is like next one. Next one. This is the Murugan temple, of course excavated by Archaeology of India, that is in 2005 under my guidance. So you can see that is this is also this there also you can see that is it was a small hillock. In front of that they constructed this temple. Here also you can see the wall width has more than 9 feet. The central pit, 4 sides, all the 4 sides, over which there was that is a superstructure. Unfortunately, it is very near the seashore. It has fallen down because of actually by some activity from sea activities, because we could find sea activity remains in the section of these things. So the temple was constructed, which is a very big thing, because we are having an inscription at the top, which says Kulothunga's inscription. It mentions that the Kulothunga tree contributed something for this temple. Earlier to that, there were Krishna trees inscriptions are there in the pillars. Earlier to that, in the pillars, we have this Pallava inscriptions. So it continued for about 600, 700 years. Then because of another tsunami, it has collapsed. Next one. This width of the wall, general view of the portion. Next one. This you can see. Next one. This is another model. Most surprised that is which I carbon. The carbon architecture in such a way that is whenever it dismantles or destroys or some natural calamity comes, it will fall side. It will fall side only, it will not fall down on the linga. That is the reason why having so many mounts without timber. But there will not be, that is the temple. Probably the debris have been removed by the villagers. Of course, we get to that is Sangam age, 300 AD, may belong to the period, because the lower part is of Sangam period bricks. I see this is the, even they don't put even the lintel beam. There also they have only these corbels. The corbels made it to make it, the corbels are, clay is a worst material. Clay is the best material. That it has survived for more than 1,400 years. Next one. This is the plan as we conceived. That is how it could have so many, that is of course square patterns in and out to strengthen it. This is how we conceived. Next. This is why we stand back inside. So it's went away. But you see, there is a scan figure shows that it is still strong. So even after 1,500 years, maybe it is still strong. Because I am not showing the paint. There are 3 layers of paintings inside. Next one. Next one. This is somehow trying to bring it out to this shape. Of course, at present, we are going to of course, now this gender feature is seen only in Tamil Nadu, but we see it in Karnataka also. You come to Kabra. Stand is so it is the Chalukyan architecture. Here also one of the earliest architecture. They date it up to 5th century AD, structural temple. Very good. Okay, ma. Get it back. Okay? Okay? Okay, it is கொஞ்சம் இறக்கிங்க could you hear? Oh, it is the Chalukyan architecture. Here also you find the early stage itself, they had this next one. They had this next one. This model They had this, simply they raised this. They never adopted this carbon system. Well, Tamil Nadu, we adopted by that time the carbon system. They raised it and make it flat roof. But some other temples also, they adopted only this. This may not be that much strong as our temples are. Next one. Next one. This is the Virupaksha Patadakal. Of course, the 745 AD to commemorate his victory over Pallavas. Next one. You can see there is elevation. Here you can see, instead of adopting corbel, they raised the wall in 2 or 3 levels and taken it to the top. This is the Chalukyan architecture. Of course, we avoided this because it may not be as strong as it may not bear the seismic attack as our temples are there. That is the reason many of the Chalukyan and later what you call Chalukyan temples, especially your Hoysala temples have collapsed. Next one. Next. So, Sangameswara temple, Patadakal. Next one. Here also you can see the same formula they adapted. They raised it up to the first level and there again they put a slab and raised it to second level and decreased it, raised. But our architecture was having only corbel. Each and every inch they will raise and take it to the top. Next one. Next one. The monolithic temples, coming to the monolithic temples, of course it's Narasimhavarman 1. There are so many views, but here it is a very important temple. It gives a basic shape for Tamil Nadu architecture, especially South Indian. Next one. Next one. You see, in the difference between the rocket temple and the structural temple is they are monolithic. Monolithic is not monolithic. Monolithic blocks are arranged in such a way without any inner core. That is the reason one core and inner core, there is no core. One block, outer block is raised. That is, there is no inner core. But that was one plus point in this is, it will not allow the vegetations to go over it because there is no space in between. The space will be there only when there is accumulation of sand. That will not be here because it is tightly kept. This is the reason why that is, we have not done much conservation work also in this from the beginning. It stands. Next one. Unitary blocks, you can see they kept the unitary blocks, that is to make it the temple. Next, there was another temple nearby which we discovered. There also you can see, next one. Next one. So there, you can see how they strengthen the inner block only putting some crossbars, maybe some type of to strengthen it. Next one. View from the northeast. This is our Subramanya temple. Next one. Here, next, please, earlier only go. Here I want to show that is in the later Pallava period. So instead of going unitary block, as they have done in the shore temple, here you can see on the wall on the right hand side, they put an inner block and outer block and filled it with that is masonry. Oh, here the brick masonry. This is the formula which they gave. Of course, they practiced. That was started by even Cholas, and they continued it with this small variation and change. Of course, there are some formulas which they formed. So that is the reason why that is the Tanjavur temple is still stronger. This type of, that is any shortcuts will be carried over by the inner core only. It will not affect the outer. There are separate presentations which I will do some other occasion where these things are saved. Next one. All stone faces. The brick medium was replaced by the early tractable medium, not just sandstone. Experiments were done in Cholamandalam also. You are seeing in Narthamalai, Vijayanachalam, Kodumbalur, so many temples. Pallavas generally adopted placing the stone blocks in lateral ways, forming the wall of desired thickness. That is very important of Pallava architecture. Cholas made it stronger by bonding the inner and outer blocks by masonry structures without rethinking. This architecture, this is very basic architecture which is we developed. But till today we are having this architecture in temple construction. Of course, nowadays they construct temples in RCC. That we will not say anything, but this is the methodology which we adapt generally if you want to construct a proper temple in stone. Next one. Next one. This is Cholamandalam style, so you can see a simple style, Cholamandalam, slowly emerging. Next one. Next one. This is a plan. And this is the plan of that particular structure. Say elevation, here also you can see in the beginning itself, they added even the stones, the carbon system, just projected one and taken at the top. This is the wonder of Chola architecture. Next one. This is Vidyalaya Choleswaram Narthamalai. Of course, even though the Silpa text may say this is what type of temple, they may discuss different types. But they give options to you. Only on seeing the Sikara, you can say it is a Dravida temple. But here you can see this plan, it is a square. Again it is inside, it is circular. Again it became square. Again it became circular. Again octagonal. This option was given to these artisans, especially the Sabaris. It was free to adapt, but only to keep it Dravida model by giving an octagonal Sikara. This freedom was nowhere found anywhere in India. This is things while our temples, these things have to be studied in detail by the art historians because it's a very important aspect. Next one. You can see this square. Again you can see the inside will be circular, you see in plan. And again the square, and again circular. And the up top you will have this again octagonal. Next one. This is the plan. You can see it is Sandara type, so you can go around the temple also inside. Of course, this is the what you call it linga, and it is square octagonal. Next one. As you have seen, it was only a circular. Now you are seeing it circular, not circular, square. Suddenly it changes into square. Even the plan was square, the inner sanctum was circular. Again it becomes square. Again the top you are seeing is circular. The top is octagonal. This is the rare variety. Of course, nobody has attempted this type of architecture afterwards. Next one. You can see. Generally, for all the 8 directions, 8 Digbalakas are there. We take it only as a octagonal. Next one. These are the sculptures we will see later. Next one. This one, as the architecture goes, it accommodates art. I said that is art and architecture cannot be divided. So it accommodates art in one way or other, wherever possible, wherever space was available, wherever it was very good, that is for them to say something about religious theme or any other themes which are suitable to that monument, that they will put it there. Next one. See, this is the Dwarapalakas. Dwarapalakas study itself is a plenty. There are hundreds of varieties in Dwarapalakas. Next one. You can see Vinadara, Dakshinamurti. Yes, see, these are all come first year Mogar Koil. One thing earlier than that. That is next one. See. These are all one thing we have to appreciate is till 10th century AD, there will be animation in stone. There will be animation in stone. Shiva is not simply threatening him, he is looking at him with sublime look. He is also threatening him. That fellow is much threatening. Look at his face. This started during Pallava period. Pallava they excelled, done wonderful work. And this hangover period, they also tried and attempted. Next one. Next one. Next one. If we come to Rajarajeshwaram, which is very important for Tanjavur, of course, Cholas. Next one. You can see that is here the model, it is of course architectural scheme, grand in conceptions and perfect in execution. Here also you can see it's many of the things they have adapted, but they give more scope for architecture than the art, we can say. Of course, art in the form of paintings, murals are inside. But compared to the other temples, art is very less. because they have constructed 13 manas, but only first two towers are having hot objects or are plain. Next one. Next one. All stone faces, earlier Pallavas showed the way for making all stone temples. The brick medium was replaced by stone easily tractable nature like sandstones. Experiments were done in Cholamandalam also, at places which we have seen, Vijayala Cholaiswaram. And the Pallavas generally adopted placing the stone blocks in lateral way, forming the wall of desired thickness. Cholas made it stronger by bonding the inner and outer walls by masonry structures. They gave a formula. If the inner and outer blocks are 1, 2 should be this, the width of the inner wall. That only is made it to, that is, stand for a long time. Koranganava temple, there are some of the models. Srinivasa and the Parantaka Chola gave this model to prepare. Of course, we say there is Ambareswara temple, Amaravati, was a double-story temple. That area was annexed by Rajaraja Chola earlier to this. He saw the temple and he wanted to construct a temple of Dibhumi, 2 tiers, where he will have the linga of 2-tier height. Of course, by that time, Bhojpuri temple also, Madhya Pradesh, came to his notice. Next one. Bhojpuri is incomplete. Of a selection of the materials. Laterite boulders, that's what the area itself is having a laterite boulder. Below filled with sand and miram of boulders. Adhisthana to the second tiers forming the base for the tall vimana is found to be strengthened with inner masonry and brick and lime. Over that they have kept these corbels. Outer stones blocks formed the molding of desired nature. That's you have to understand, since the outer layer or even the vimana or adhisthana is having molding, you should not think the inner layer will also having it. The inner part will be very plain. That is the thing they executed. Next one. Next. And these are things from where conceptual view. Next. Of course, there are narratives in the temple. We will come to that later. Next. This is the inner scheme. How this inner wall and outer wall are taken to the top. And then it became, of course, very inner with the main sanctum. Next one. This is the thing. This is the thing. And this is the inner scheme. As I told you, over this very difficult, this from the circular plan, they take it to the from a rectangular. It was in one way it was rectangular, but it became square. From square, they take it to circular model. You can see the circular. They completely changed. It requires high technique, but they cannot do it there. They got to plan it meticulously under the ground and take it there and plan it. This is a very important aspect how they did it. Next one. Next. Here you can see how the square was converted into a circle, and over circle they closely it with a beam, not beam, a slab. Next one. Corbels. Next. This inner scheme also you can see how is very interestingly they have this outer walls, inner wall, all is only this corbel systems. They was meticulously taken it interlinking both. These are the things which makes it sturdy. Next one. Of course, that first floor was used for, we have seen many times, the Standava things. Next one. Next one. This is the inner scheme. Entire wall surface around the sanctum. And Tala above was painted during Chola period. This is the floor around the sanctum. It was used for murals. Of course, it was discovered later. But anyway, it's a very precious thing of Chola. It gives more about the Chola history and religion, about the Periyapuranam. So many things come within this sanctum surrounding, even though it is mutilated here and there. Next one. Of course, now we come to this, what you call it, archaeologically if you see, that is, if we have many, that is Bhuvaraha, But Bhuvaraga, even though prescriptions may be one in the Sipa text, but the artist has his own way of depicting it. This is one such thing. It is from Mamalapuram. You go to next, you can see. KRS has immediately set models for descriptions and understanding the South Indian temples. Architecture is closely linked to the development of cults and iconography. These are also slowly developing. Integrate evidences from different sources. Presentations with a conceptual framework for tracing this history of the different cults. That also you can, if you work it, you can come out. Next one. Next one. This is Cholamandalam, is Nagara. Next one. Sriyasara, what we said earlier. Next one. Next one. Dravida. All styles come. Next one. Is different styles upside down. Very interesting temples. Next one. And this is again we call what we call 6 faceted Subramania temple. For material selections for the geologist's purview, for such a magnificent structure to withstand the natural, chemical and other action, the study Chanduka was selected from Manamalai and Tiruchirappalli region. Sculptures like Dwarapalaka stone from Pachamalai region. These are all geologist view. Stones from this, of course, from Karnataka are also identified. Main lingam was Tiruvakkari. That is their view. Next one. Innovations in art. Now we come to Pallavas. Art is supremacy. Animations in their panel herald more than mere mythological scenes and depict us as a composite intrinsic portrayal. Of course, that is a very important aspect because they have shown in stone itself animation, which started there, completely stopped there also. Then later we find only this, not that much animations. The comprehensive approach is needed to understand the theology behind it. Arjuna's penance in Mamapuram is the most sophisticated animations in stone of ancient world. Of course, Mahapariva used to tell so many next one. Of course, this you are seeing, you can see how these the figures speech with each other. Of course, he is very angry looking and she is also very equally, that is annoyed and lying, you can see. See, she is in action. See, is holding the gloves. One alien. One gunner is removing this thing. Of course, this is very important, which we have discussed in many forums. He has, Mahapariva has said this is a depiction of Madhyanya time. That is there, he told me also. That is the. Then we went to other forms also. They were subtle way of observations of the surroundings, happenings, made them to give new impetus to design their frame for display. Simply don't see it what it says, simply say, but it go deep into this and say. The resultant creation is unparalleled in art history. That is a very important thing. You can see this is general, but next one. Next one. Artist innovations is, that was 12 o'clock. That is everybody, one of you have seen it. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. Here it is, the theme goes further. The artist wanted to show further something. So he wanted to show that is what was the month, what was the date, what was the paksha, everything he wanted to show. That he successfully carried out. Next one. Hermit is placed on the southern bank of the river. Towards the north, indicates the position of the sun in the north. That is Uttarayana. That is, it indicates Uttarayana. The steps are also going towards north only. That is Uttarayana. Next one. You can see. Next one. You can see this Chandra and Surya. That is on exactly on 180 degrees. It may be this the Purnami. When the Chandra and Surya are 180 degrees away, That is a purely Paunami. When they merge, then only it is Amavasya. So they wanted to show Paunami. So on one flank they have shown Chandra, another flank they have shown Surya. That's all. Sun and moon at a diametrically opposite side, showing the Paunami full moon day. Next one. The flow of Ritu also he wanted to show. The probability of Vasanta is shown by the ripened jackfruit in the vicinity. Jackfruit tree is shown. Of course, it is not they are not having cold storage. Next one. You can see the jackfruit. There is another scene carrying it also. That shows Vasanta Ritu. Clock at 12, ionized, of course, direction. Ritu is also indicated. Tithi set as full moon. Next one. 180 degrees. This is the thing. Of course, generally what we say, that is the mantra of Upadesha can be done only on the 12 o'clock, this Vijit Muhurta, to anybody who wants to receive the Shastra. Astra is different from Shastra. Shastra, there should be mantra. So that mantra could be done only that particular time. That is the thing which you have to see. The artists have excelled by doing that. Next one. Next. Of course, these are all some of the based on Bhagavata Puranas. Next one. This is the very beautiful Pallavas Madhukaridava. You can see that is Madhukaridava is just looking, challenging. Alien, one alien. Challenging them, and also Vishnu is looking, that is very fantastically, that is, can you beat me like that? You can see so many interpretations are there. The Shivaramurti has described it very nicely, but it's more, what you call it, animation, you see. He's there also in a way to run. Next one. The same things they are depicted in Satyamurti temple. In where you can see that is here it is he is simply not even opening his eyes, but this rays of fire is from the mouth of the, you call it the snake. You can see Adishesha is emitting it, so it is attacking, but he is calm and quiet. You can see the Garuda also. Next one. Next one. They want to run away. Of course, this is a thing. They want to cajole each other, and they want to run away. But the fire is coming to attack them. Next one. This is the thing. Again, you can see earlier on. So this is the thing that is the same thing. But this the Silpa test could have given some models. But the artists have varied. That is where here they have done here in Mahamalapuram, they have done in Satyanada temple is Thirumayam. They have varied. My time very slow. Sorry. Quick. Okay, good. These things also I have shown. Some more sculptures. Next one. See this Dharapalaka itself is a great theme. Next one. You can see these things I don't describe. Next one. This is the paintings that is inside the temple. Next one. Next one. You have made the digital image and saved it in the temple. Next one. These are all, he has written very nicely about this. Sivaramurti. Next one. Different views he has given. Last one you show. Next one. These are all Periyapuran themes from that. Early Pallava branches. Next. This is the only very rare bronze of Pallava period, of course, of 3.5 feet, 4 feet, only in Chennai. So very beautifully is made. We think only Cholas made beautiful, that is bronzes. This I want to conclude with this. This is a very important thing. Of course, Shiva is teaching Tandava to Tandu. Then it became Tandava. So here he is teaching, that is the steps. He is nicely teaching. So he is receiving it. Next one. Here see, Guru Shishya. Of course, Guru is so much affectionate. He dropped his Trisula and held his, that is him over his shoulder with his big fingers. And also Shishya is so sublime, he is hearing. So this relation should be there between the teacher and taught, or Guru Shishya. This is the thing which is taught in these, what you call it, sculptures to us. So, thank you very much. I took much of time. I was also not done anyway. Thank you. Sorry, sir. Okay, watch you. Watch so.
Speech. Close relationship of art and architecture. The Chola structure, Chola architecture, which was made stronger by the rock slabs on both sides of the masonry, all these were highlighted from Jaina, Pallava, Buddhist. All the architectures were covered, and you have given us how there is unity in art and architecture, sir. Thank you very much for the enlightening speech. May I now request our director, Dr. K.S. Balasubramanian, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning to all of you. This seminar is in connection with the 75th anniversary of our research institute, which was actually founded in 1945. And we have proposed to hold 2 seminars and 2 workshops. So this is the first in the series on art and architecture. This will be followed by another seminar on Bhakti, literature in Sanskrit and Tamil. And we will have 2 more workshops on Sanskrit literature and ancient Indian mathematics. We have already published 14 books, and we hope to bring out more books in different subjects during this year. And I request all of you to support our activities. And for this seminar on art and architecture, though architecture also forms a part of art, among the 64 arts that have been described in our ancient literature, generally people think of only iconography or architecture, painting, music and dance. But we wanted to highlight some more art forms, namely agriculture, wrestling, Samudrika Lakshana, Prahelika in Sanskrit, that is brain teaser or riddles or puzzles, and we will be having metallurgy and Shakuna Shastra or omens. So like this we want to bring out, gemology, Ratna Shastra. So we wanted to bring out more such art forms. Perhaps later times we will take some more arts, including Swara science of yoga and other things. So today we have had the fortune of having Dr. T. Satyamurthy amongst us, who is no stranger to us, who has spent all his life in this field of Sanskrit, Tamil, Organic Studies and Architecture, and he is a much sought after person in many parts of India and abroad. And he has also trained a lot of scholars and budding architects and archaeologists in this field through Reach Foundation, and he has renovated many ancient temples which we had the opportunity to see some of them, especially in Uttaramerur and other temples. I mean, structure by structure, brick by brick. Oh, he and his team were able to restructure the entire temple. It was really a treat to watch, and we have to thank him for his excellent work in this field, and our sincere thanks to Dr. R.K. Raghavan sir for coming over here during this inaugural session. And we are going to have a small tea break followed by our first session on architecture to be presided by Dr. Aruna Sundaram, Principal in charge of the Madras Sanskrit College, where 4 scholars would be presenting their papers. And in the afternoon, we have other papers on arts, different arts. Professor Tyagarajan would be presiding over the session. Tomorrow we have one more session on arts. Dr. Kameshwari will be presiding over. I request all of you to be part of this seminar. And I thank Samskrita Academy for their financial support also. And I thank all of you for your patient listening. And please have tea, and we will assemble in 10 minutes. Thank you.